Sandy Schreck for LBR Educates. So the way that we look at sympathy work now is changing and updating. While a GLAD lots of times was considered one of the staples of the sympathy business, we're looking at new updated ways we can use those GLADs and update our designs. We're seeing lots of requests for vases. This is one of the new vases that's going to be offered by Smithers Oasis, and so it's a pedestal vase, and you can see cylinder columns, so it's really easy to design in. On this design, what we did is just did a collar of the medium green hydrangea and then used that to add in the gladiolas. Many times I'll see people take gladiolas and they'll pop them all the way down to where the flowers start. For me, I think that's a disservice to the flower. You do need to pop them when they come in. So when they come in, you come to the tip and you are gonna pop out the tip on them. That will give a signal to the flower to quit growing, because it wants to put the energy into growing taller and more beautiful. So that'll give the flower a signal that quit growing and let's open up these blooms. So that's how you get the gladiolas to open up. I leave them as long as possible, pinch off just the top 3 pieces, and then allow them to bloom with their own beauty. So you can see how this would be a great design for sympathy or an impact piece for an entryway. But let's see about taking it kind of to the next level. How we can increase the perceived value here. I'm gonna come in and just add a collar of this palm foliage, and you can see how it will change the scale and value perception of this composition. And what we're doing is increasing the size that we have on the base to extend the perceived value. So here's how you can see how that increased the perceived value. Now we're just gonna kind of continue and add some other elements. This is a yellow dogwood. That's a great stem that's going to add some contrasting textures into this composition, and so bring a little bit more of that static lines into it. That also just reflect the static lines that we see coming from the gladiola. And sometimes maybe that's not enough. How about let's add some of these beautiful lilies to dance right up on top. And so you can see how those can just add another level of floral element and really kind of take this baby to the next level. Now my stem grid is getting quite large, so I'm struggling a little bit to get this in, but I'm just gonna turn it. I get my fingers right down into where it's going into the vase and make sure you don't wanna be pushing that flower in from the top. You wanna have your hands right down in where it's being inserted so you don't break that stem. And I'm just twisting it a little bit to help get it through that stem grid. That way I know I've got great mechanics, that it's gonna be delivered and all still look the same as I expected it to. how about that for an impactful design? So anybody with any kind of sympathy, they would definitely walk in and a smile would come on their face with these beautiful yellow and lime green florals that combine to create a great statement piece. I'm Sandy Schreck, and I hope I inspired you to create some fabulous florals.